Hey guys, we are currently rendering video, so hopefully you can't see the lag. As always, our frame rate is fine, but it does look a little laggy. But anyway, we are back over here. I have removed the white here because I realized that I had gone 3 times this way, but not 3 times horizontally. I went 3 times horizontal, but so like in the grid that I'm doing, I went 3 that way, but I didn't multiply by 3 up, so it would have been really, really short and really, really fat. So I realized what I had done, and that's going to be black, and then after there's going to be 3 layers of white right here with black on the sides instead of just the 1 layer. So we'll fix that in a minute. Well, we'll get started on that in a minute. We already fixed it. But I started making a staircase over here. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously I need to decorate the walls. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but I think it looks okay, way better than the nether staircase that I did. But yeah, I think it looks okay. We get the lighting, and it's like a... Hello, wolf. We get like spiral lighting as well as a spiral staircase, so I kind of like it. This is here so you don't fall in, and we'll get these chests cleaned up. We'll put in another one of these over on this side so it's a dual, and they both come out to the item sorter at the bottom. At least that's the goal. So I'm probably going to figure out what I'm going to do. Hello again, wolf. I'm probably going to figure out what I'm going to do for the walls, and we will be back. So I've been riding this back and forth. You may notice that now the volume's finally down. I figured out what it was. I'm pretty sure in 1.8 it was the player's volume, which is why I had that down. But now, as you can hear, it didn't get any louder when I just turned up players. It's labeled as a friendly creature, as you just saw there. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely insane. So, as most people with 1.9, I saw Xisumvoid's thing with the slabs, where a horse or a donkey would only notice the bottom slab as a full block and the top slab as a full block, meaning it would only see one empty slot. So you could go in and out. But that wasn't working for me. Moms were pushing them out. They were pushing each other out if I put them near each other. Over at my place, I had that set up. It was a stolen thing. This, however, is not a stolen thing. I just came up with this because I had pathed the entire area over near my house. I noticed that he wouldn't walk up the cobble that we have around for where the fence would be, and yet I could jump it. So here he is. He's trapped in there. As long as it's a path block at the bottom, since it's not a full block, he can only walk up 1 block on his own. So you can jump out of this, and donkeys can't jump 2 blocks. But if you notice, I'm running full speed, and I can't get out of here. And he also can't walk out on his own. So nice, simple, easy. I mean, just drop him in a hole. And that's that. Just make sure it's path blocks, or I assume soul sand would work the same way, though I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, super, super simple, super, super easy. So I started off with something that looked like this, and if we go down it, you know, we've got the light source from the glowstone. I wanted to have the stone slabs like pillared in the corner so that when we came down here, they'd be like pillared right there where you'd walk through. And I like that. But I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do in between, so what I ended up coming up with was on this side, I just did stone brick. It's a little plain, but I actually like the way it turned out. And it looks alright in the floor as well. I did it for this half of the room, but not this one. I tried a few different things. I tried sandstone, I tried some different colored wool, I even tried a little bit of hardened clay and nether brick. Since the stairs were made out of nether brick in the wall, like I did an alternating of stone brick there, and then there, and this would be nether brick. And it was terrible. It was. Like, it blended in with the stairs, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So I'm going to do the rest of the room with the stone brick. I think this here is perfect. It's flat. It is, but again, this isn't going to be like our main base or anything. This is just something for now, and it was way too ugly. Down below will be our item sorter permanently, but I think we'll have a way to get to the item sorter down there from where our actual base is going to be. This will have different layers in it. Some of it will be for furnace, some of it will be for brewing, some of it will be for I don't even know, like all sorts of stuff. It's gonna have everything in here layer by layer by layer, but this is all the useful stuff. This isn't where we're actually going. Oh, we'll have a fishing layer in there, of course, too. But we'll have another place besides here where we'll be spending most of our time. Okay, so I'm gonna throw down all the stone brick, finish up this area, including over here, and then we'll be back. And there we have it. Whole thing's done all the way down to the bottom. We will need to set up how the bottom's going to look. I want to do a different floor now that we're down here, and I need to dig out a whole area for the item sorter. Through this wall is where I'm going to set up a mine. It's already there, I just didn't realize I was going to be digging into it. But all I have to do is dig this way and we'll be fine. So this will be the outermost area. We will never go any farther than that. So we'll just replace this wall and keep working on. So I think, because I just stopped and counted up how much iron I have here, let's pop back up real quick. And front door, there it is. 49 iron. That's all the iron I have at the moment, and it's because I was super smart and made 8 anvils when I was combining bows and everything else, which I still have. These are all like power, infinity. Oh wait, why do I have that one? That one should be over for sale. Well, I'll have to go back through these because apparently I screwed up, but power, flame, punch, all that stuff is on those, which are for those. So let's pop this in, so next time I'm over I remember to sell that. But I got another one over here. Is it this one? No, down. Oh, those are the finished ones. But anyway, there we go. I still have to do all those. So I have the anvils for that, but that also means I don't have any iron for hoppers, really. So I'm going to go do a really long mining session, and that'll probably be it for today for me. You guys won't even notice. It'll be a minute for you guys, not even. But yeah, I'll probably mine for the rest of today, try to get a bunch more iron so we can get working on that item sorter down there. And next time you see me, that's what we'll be doing, most likely. Either that or else building up some more of this so we have more floors. Well, we're out exploring, and I thought maybe, just maybe, I'd be able to get a zombie villager or something out of this, but then I started looking around and I noticed something. We didn't get any chests at all. Not one. What kind of dungeon is this? That's a huge letdown that there's not even one chest here. But I'll keep looking around, you know, I'll keep getting iron. I'm actually almost full, so it's about time to head back to my house, but yeah, not one chest here. Huge letdown. Well, I still don't have enough iron, but I realized that I'd need more wood, so I'm out here harvesting wood. And there's something that I couldn't find online, but that I figured out. Now, I can reach this block, but I can't reach that leaf. And if you were to jump and swing, you can't get it. But if you were to hold your swing and hold your spacebar, as you can see, it saves the damage you're doing to the block the whole time. So you can get those ones without having to do it. And it works with mining as well. It's not just leaves. It'll work with anything. If you jump, and as long as you're holding your jump, you don't release spacebar the whole time, or whatever you have bound to jump, and you don't release your mouse button, you can actually manage to get that block without having to pillar up or anything like that. So just a quick little tip. I'm going to get back to what I was doing, and I'll see you guys in a second. Well, the iron situation is going slower than I'd like. While I do have a bit coming in, and I've managed to increase my stockpile by a little bit, it's still nowhere near where we need it to be. I've been harvesting wood, just trying to kill time, but I'm bored of that as well. It's time that we did some work on this structure. Still don't know if you guys know what it's going to be, but hopefully it'll be a nice little surprise if you don't. So I'm going to get working on this, and I will be back when I have something to show you guys. So as you can see, we've done a bit more to it, but obviously I don't sound very happy. Reason being, I can't count. The width this way needs to go back by 2 more. So this whole back wall needs to come down, move back by 2, and then be rebuilt back up. Now that means a couple of things. One second. This whole inside is now off center. This whole thing would have to be shifted. This whole thing would have to be shifted. I'd have to redesign the floor pattern. All this stuff would have to happen. Or I can ignore it and play it off and cut one off from each side, because I was doing a multiplication of 3 like I mentioned before with screwing up with that. So instead of doing 3 by 3 for the left hand side, I could do 2 by 2, and I think it'll still work. So I'm gonna go with that, and hopefully it still turns out looking just as good. I think it will, to be honest. I'm gonna pop over into creative and make sure first. If it looks absolutely horrible, then I guess I'm gonna have to redo all this stuff, which would be a huge pain in the ass, but it's my own fault. So I'm gonna pop over there and check, and most likely it will be fine and we can continue, but we have done a lot more. I'm gonna go check I'm gonna go check over at Wolf's shop, see if we can pick us up some more see if we can pick us up some more ink sacks, because I'm almost clean out and I still have I still have more hardened clay to get through before I even head back over, so I'd like to get through that first. So pop those in there for safekeeping, and I will be back once I, put down some more of the blocks. If she doesn't have any, I'm just going to farm them myself. So see you in a second. Well, I came over here, I was about to buy these, and then I looked out the window, so we got to be careful when we're leaving here. Damn, that sucks. Anyway, she's got 2 stacks, so we're just going to grab them real quick. I'll have to hit a mesa as soon as I figure out how I'm going to get out of here without blowing up part of our house. Seriously. Ugh. Well, I'll be back once I can get out of here, get over there. I need to get 8 more stacks of hardened clay, or 7, or whatever's left. But this is super annoying. Super annoying. So I decided to take out the cobble roof, because blocks were getting stuck on top of the roof when I was knocking them off. They were falling down. And I was losing some hardened clay, and I'm not doing so well on it. So yeah, wanted to take care of that. But we've also gotten a bit more done on the roof. Gotta be careful. I know I saw a creeper on my way to sleep. Oh wow, I'm a terrible shot. That totally hit him. Whatever, don't care. So I noticed that I kind of screwed up a little bit on the sides. I fixed that and started doing more on the front. I gotta carry it around, and I gotta do work on the back, which is so much further down that it needs to be built up before it gets to the point that it needs anything done, which I'm probably gonna do next. I need to go grab some ladders though. So I will continue working on this. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, keep you guessing. Though I think by now you may have an idea of what it's going to be. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But we will be back when we have more done. So this glass is temporary, by the way. I'm going to ring this all the way up to all the levels. Like I mentioned before, I'll have furnace and brewing station and all that stuff. Each one will have its own level. But yeah, it's coming together. I mean, I don't need to go out back. I can just show you that it's gone way up as opposed to where it was, but I am almost officially out of black stained clay. I don't have any in reserves, period. So that means that it's time to go out harvesting again. And yeah, I like it. It's coming together. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with it. So hopefully you guys are too. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this. I do read the comments, so anytime you want to relay something to me, even if it's just your builds suck, though that would be sad. Please don't say my builds suck. I do try, but I do read the comments, and I will get back to anyone who posts. We are back, and there's something I need to talk about. This is not going to be completely Minecraft related. It is Minecraft related, it's not build related, and I just noticed that it's nighttime. You'll notice that Wolf has an extra death. Now, I need to know because obviously I'm going to be biased when it comes to Wolf. So I need you guys to debate for me and let me know if I'm being over dramatic or not. So I'm going to head back to the scene of the crime, but I'm going to talk the whole time that I'm going there so I can fill you guys in on what happened. As you guys know by now, I made Wolf that set of armor, the pickaxe, shovel, axe, sword, everything that she'd need, mending, everything was perfect, all the enchants. And I also made her a cactus farm, so she could get the cactus to sell her green dye. She was AFKing her cactus farm when a build that me and Dick did, though I'm actually blaming Dick here. And again, I want to make sure that I'm not just being biased. So, that villager thing that we did, he added more doors to it so that they do more villages. So that they do more villagers. Made the village bigger, we started getting zombie hordes. Now, I didn't notice a single zombie horde with the amount of doors I put in. Well, that he crafted for me to put in. He pretty much fronted the materials for that entire build other than glowstone. So anyway, I'm so glad this is not as loud anymore to ride the minecart, but anyway. So, he put in the extra doors, we started getting zombie hordes. Figured no problem. But as the villagers were breeding, the village got bigger somehow. I don't know how. And these zombies kept spawning further and further out. So eventually, they actually started spawning inside Wolf's house. She was AFKing her cactus farm in her house, where all light levels were above 7. And she had no idea that the zombies would spawn their piss off. So she's sitting in here. This is why I ran back. Right over here. Now, I can turn this on. Light level 12. I think we've got a single 8 in here. Not even. Not even an 8. Up here, that's a 10. Even if we go upstairs, no no low light levels. They're all high enough. There's the 8s. And over here, we got a 10. And over here, we got a 10. So obviously there should be no mob spawns. However, a zombie horde doesn't care if it's slabbed, doesn't care if it's path blocked, doesn't care if it's lit. So because of that build there, which has nothing to do with her, zombies spawned inside her house while she was AFK, murdered her, and her gear all dropped. So she lost all that gear I gave her about 12 hours prior. Naturally, I was upset. I consider that to be griefing. A build she did not do, which is... Ooh, there's a creeper. I don't want to blow up her house. A build she did not do. Oh. It looks like Dick put in some time. I guess he did feel a little bad about it, unless she started path blocking all of this. Oop. Hey, witch. Though, it wouldn't matter, because I'm going to move her house today. But a build she did not do, had nothing to do with, doesn't even use, nothing. She didn't help with this. Well, she did bring me a couple of materials that I forgot. She's really good about doing that for me. But she did nothing with this. This is not her build, and it killed her and made her lose gear. That should not happen. It should never happen. Period. If someone builds something and it kills you, that's called griefing. That, plain and simple, that's what it is. So I'm going to pop in here so I'm safe and don't die. But yeah. So, zombie horde spawns in her house, murders her while she's AFKing her cactus farm. I think, since it's a grief, it wasn't a purposeful grief. I'm not saying that he did this specifically to kill her. I'm not saying that. But it was still a grief. Intentional or not, it is a grief. And therefore, server should either be rolled back, her character should be rolled back, or something to a point before she was grieved. So it's like, I come down here, and I try to make Dick a trash can right here, alright? but the trash can's in the roof where my house is. And this block is wood. It burns, lava comes down, he's here AFKing, he gets burned to death by the lava. Unintentional grief. Still a grief. I killed him at that point. He died from the lava, lost all of his gear in the lava, and that's that. So, I think she should get all of her stuff back. I think she should get absolutely everything that she lost back, anything in her inventory, all the gear, all the tools, all the everything. It wasn't her fault that she died. She lit up her house, she had a safe space to AFK. Whether it was just Dick or me and Dick is still up to argument whether I had enough doors in there to make a zombie horde or not. But either way, me and him, or just him, griefed her. It was our fault, or his fault, that she died. She should not be penalized for basically being killed by another player. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm going to get back to work on some builds and stuff. I feel very passionate about this. She was griefed. She was done wrong. I want to see this fixed, or we're going to go to we're going to go from multiplayer to single player. I've already downloaded the world. The only thing that's happened since then is I got this 2 rotting flesh and I made a boat. So I wouldn't be too butthurt about redoing that. So if this doesn't get fixed, I'm probably going to go to single player. I'll go creative real quick just to give her the gear that she lost, because again, that was not her fault in any way, shape, or form. And then that'll be the only and last time I ever go creative. Anyway, I will get back to work, but please let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Well, we're here. I did not go get hardened clay. I went over to go get hardened clay. I made it to the mesa biome, and me and Jack decided to come back because a thought hit me. Why would I go gather more hardened clay if I'm worried about, having repercussions from the argument with Dick? If he's going to ban me and I'm going to go to single player, then, why put in extra work on the server? Why go any further than that 1 boat and the 2 rotten flesh? So I'm going to cut it here. I like to keep my episodes between 15-20 minutes, though it's been as high as over a half hour for some of them, because I'm really bad at planning. But this one's already over the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to cut this one here. I'm going to take a couple of days, see what the aftermath is, and maybe you'll see me on single player for the rest of this world. And what happened to my torch here? I had a torch there. Pretty sure I had a torch there too, but anyway. This has been all, guys, and I will catch you next time.